I'm Yiri, a farmer in Jirapa within a community called Vevere. I'm somebody who go into farming with all my heart to be able to get something. I even take farming as a business. That helps me a lot. It wasn't my father who started the farm. It was my father's father. So because of that, when it reaches me, the farm was not so fertile. Because when I got to realize that the farm was not good again for me, I started begging people's farm to farm. But along the line, I saw that I was only wasting my energy. Because I go far away to farm and bring the food home. And my farm is just near. Why not work on my farm? Make it very fertile so that I can do my cropping there than to be begging. The time I was even going to school, I started with about 2 pigs, as my father left behind. And now I've taken it into business. I now have more than 65 pigs. Animals manure is better than the fertilizer we normally apply in the farm. So I came home and I saw that it was true by applying it to my maize. And that year I did it, it was very, very good. So I started sending it to the farm. If I apply the manure, the land is still fertile, the land is still soft. I can use even a hoe. But if I apply fertilizer, it comes to a time that even the dry season, if it doesn't rain plenty, you can use hoe to farm because the land is always hard. The chemical one, I said, is good when it is raining. It is not good when it is not raining. Like if you apply today and it doesn't rain within 3 days or 1 week, you are likely to lose your crop. But if it is the manure, you don't have problem. It will lie down there till it rains. When I was not using the manure, I used to get a very little, like 3 bags of maize, 2 bags of maize, some years 1 bag. But this year, as I'm sitting, about 12 bags. Yeah, really, over the years, during the time I was following my father, the raining pattern would normally start very early to farm. But this time, farming, like this year in particular, we started around July, which is not the best. And the rain is stopped around the last week of September. It's supposed not to be so. Formerly, it used to start around with normally June and end up in even December with the rain. So in fact, the climate, the weather is changing. Formerly, the land was very, very fertile. And if the land is fertile, if there's drought at all, but the crops can survive. But this time, it looks as if the land is mixed with sand. And when the heat of the sun comes upon the land, you see it burning. And when the drought comes around that period, you see most of the crop, you don't have good yield. I farm granules and I take statistics of everything to the harvest time. I see that I play loss. So I decided to stop granules and enter into soya beans farming this year. I left the local millet and the guinea corn and went into maize. I also left, because of the bad harvest, I left granules and went into soya beans and cowpea. And those varieties are very good for me. I know for mango trees or cashew trees, if it rains twice a year, I will get the fruits. And if it rains twice a year, it means I can't get good yield in my crops. So in case within some period there's no rains. So I will use the mango fruits and the cashew fruits, sell them and go to where we normally go, like Stachima, to buy food crops for my family. You can also take this one for people to know this is the local food. I will advise farmers to take farming as a business, not like the way we saw our fathers. They only farm to eat. They keep it and eat it. And if there's surplus self, they don't use it for anything. But now, looking at the well system and the way the climate is changing, we have to adopt new things.
Like this one,
I'm advising every farmer that let us think, you don't waste your land. But now that I'm changing, bringing in new crops and all those things, I've seen that is helping me. We have to go into the new varieties that are coming in order to help our farming.